It is now time to prepare the PCB board. PCB stands for printed circuit board. We are going to be mounting this to our greenhouse front. We're also going to be installing our LCD screen. LCD is where it's going to display our information from the microbit. So what we want to do is we want to take our LCD. It has 4 leads that come off. We're going to be inserting it right here. Now there may be some screws in your board. You need to remove these 2 screws. If they're not already inserted into your board, they're going to be into your kit in the supplies. So we're going to line this up, and then you'll see that there's 2 standoffs on the side here. Okay, that's where we're going to be putting our screws. These screws that we're using are number 440. Okay, they're different than the screws that you've been using so far in the kit, so don't get them mixed up and don't lose them. So go ahead and get them screwed in. There should be some extra screws in your kit. We do that because these screws, if you get dropped, they're not something that you can just buy off the shelf very easily. Okay, so if you do have extra screws in the kit, they're just extra because we don't want the progress to stop if you drop or lose a screw. So now we have it attached. So now we're ready to put the standoffs on our board, and then we're going to mount our board to the actual front of the greenhouse itself. So in order to mount these standoffs, there's 2 different lengths in your kit. Okay. Tall one and a short one. All right. So the longer one is going to go into the board like this, and then the shorter one is going to get threaded onto it. So you're going to take the shorter one, you're going to thread it, get it tight, so it should look like that when it's done. Right? And on your PCB board, there are a number of holes that you're going to be mounting these standoffs to. So go ahead and get those all connected. So once they're all connected, it's now ready to get mounted to the actual greenhouse. Before we do that though, what are these standoffs for? They serve 2 purposes. One, the bottom of this board could potentially get warm. That's not a bad thing. That's just the byproduct of electricity. It's heat. So when using these components, they can get warm, and we want to have that away from our greenhouse so that it doesn't melt the plastic. Not that it gets that hot, but it's just allowing airflow to get back there. It's not sandwiched right up against it, so it's going to allow for cooling. The next standoff on the top here is for, once we have all the wires on here, you're actually going to be taking a piece of acrylic that's in your kit, and it's going to be going over the top of this, okay, protecting your wires. All right, so let us now install the We're going to install it on the top here. So line up your holes. Okay. These nuts are pretty small. Again, don't drop them or lose them, but you're just going to get them on and tighten them on all 4 or all 5, 6 of your standoffs. Right, so you may notice that I do not have a standoff plugged in right here. On my version of this PCB board, the PCB board and the LCD screen, there's a little bit of, it's a little overlap, so I can't fit a standoff in here, but in the kits that you have, your PCB board will fit. The LCD is shifted over, so we did. You will be able to put all of your standoffs in. All right, good job.